Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breech coming to you today. I knew that last time I posted this video, and maybe I'll give it to you in a little bit better of explanation. Basically, every year on the Wrestlemania trips, I make the itinerary video of everywhere that me and my buddies are going to be for the entire weekend. And I know some people think that it comes off like we are thinking that we are celebrities, that we are going to be. Wanting you to do something special and acknowledge us being there. Honestly, we make this video just so you guys know where we're going to be, because we want more people to be with us. We want our group to expand. The more is the merrier, I guess you can say, and we want to have a fun time. We're going to WrestleMania because basically we know that WrestleMania is where the action is going to be. It's, people keep using the number 100,000 people that love professional wrestling all coming together, whether this is at Access, the Hall of Fame, WrestleCon, WrestleMania, Monday Night Raw. It is where wrestling fans can be wrestling fans. It's like, when you go into Disneyland, all rules go out the window. You see guys that would never get caught in their lifetime wearing a shirt with Goofy on it or something like that. It's because it's a place that you can be a kid. And if you want to dress up like Shawn Michaels, chaps and all, and walk into WrestleMania, no one will look at you funny. And that is what I love about WrestleMania, is that, you can live your normal life, and there's a lot of people out there who, hide that they're a wrestling fan. They don't tell the people that they work with that they go home and watch Monday Night Raw every week. They don't talk about it with anybody, and they just keep it all balled up. And then they go to WrestleMania and they explode. It's what is makes Comic-Con so big, or Wizard World, or anything like that comes to your neck of the world. It's what makes it pop culture, I guess you can say. But this is our WrestleMania extravaganza trip, and if there's any time that you guys want to come hang out, that's why we let you know. So don't think that you have to be part of the exclusive click club or anything like that. We want you to come hang out with us. We'll be updating this along with the week. We have times that we're going to go eat. We don't really know where we're going to go eat until we get there. But, if you show up, we're not going to tell you to get lost. Basically, the plan is to fly in on Wednesday. I'm going to be flying in on Southwest as well as Miguel. Ravi, Griff, and Justin are going to be flying in from Canada, so they have to go into the international airport, which is the much bigger one, Dallas-Fort Worth. So we'll be actually meeting up for the first time at our hotel. But me and Miguel will trade super kicks at the smaller, I think it's called Dallas Love Airport, or something like that. From there, we'll go over, and we're actually staying at the WrestleCon hotel. So hopefully we'll have an encounter running into wrestling superstars like the Booty Man and Terry Funk immediately after checking into our hotel. From there, we're going to be heading out on the street. We want to hit up Walmart to get some of the essentials. We're going to be picking up granola bars, Pop-Tarts, sort of things that you can eat throughout the week. Probably some Monsters or Rock Stars or whatever's on sale or cheaper is what I'll pick up. And those little pick-me-ups throughout the week that you can throw in your bag and eat on a moment's notice, because sometimes at WrestleMania you don't know when your next meal is going to be. But from there, we're going to be going to the Mavs game that night. We're going to be seeing the Dallas Mavericks against the New York Knickerbockers. Carmelo Anthony, that big, tall Russian dude that I haven't learned his name yet. The Knicks are a lot better than I thought they were going to be. It doesn't look like they're going to be as good as they should have been. But the Mavs sort of are a team that they're sort of underperforming, but they still win. I don't know if they're a playoff team or not. I was hoping that this game would really tank out so we can get some really good seats at a cheap price when nobody cared about them. We ended up just buying some seats in the 300s, only $18 after ticket fees. $18 to get into the game. I don't think we'll be sitting in the 300s that long. We'll probably walk around and find a better seat, or find a bar that's inside of the stadium or something like that. And we're gonna have fun. I can guarantee you that. So if you're looking for something cheap to do on Wednesday night, you can get into the Mavs game probably for under $20. I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to walk on up and you won't even have to pay ticket fees, but that's one thing if you're getting there on Wednesday to check out. Thursday is pretty wide open. We don't have a lot of things to do on Thursday. I've recommended that I want to go to the Superstore on Thursday. Looks like it's probably one of the best times to go, seeing how I won't go to Access until later in the week. Basically, we planned on Thursday. Might be a good day to go out and actually have a group dinner, or a group dinner might not be the best word, but maybe a later lunch, where we can actually get a really nice steak or something like that, because we were planning on doing this Saturday, but it looks like things might have gotten in the way with some people getting some Undertaker Access tickets and things like that. But how are you going to blame somebody for having a once-in-a-lifetime chance to meet The Undertaker? I mean, that's something that you can only do WrestleMania weekend, so you can't really knock them for doing that. We can always rearrange when we're going to eat a T-bone or something like that. But after steak, we're going to be going to Wrestlemania. We plan on honestly getting there a little bit early, even though we have VIP, seeing how they have the open bar once you get in there before the live podcast begins. So I think that we're going to try and get there and get as much booze in before that night. But also that party goes until, I believe, 2 a.m. So we'll be crawling back home after Wrestlemania on Thursday night. Friday, we got to get up in the morning and we got to head on over to WrestleCon. I got a list of guys that I'm going to meet at WrestleCon this year, but I haven't gone as far to sort of sort them out on what day they're going to be. But I got Sabu, Eve, the Wolves, who I don't think are going to be coming now because of the fact that Davey Richards has the knee injury and it's going to keep him out for a couple months. He was supposed to sign at the show, and he was also supposed to wrestle. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. Maybe Eddie Edwards will come alone. I'm not sure. But from there, you got Tito Santana, Kevin Nash, the Cowgirls, Scott Hall, Ricochet. Probably going to be the best guy that I meet all weekend. And for only $10, that's a steal. We got Bill Apter. We got Tommy Dreamer, Jeff Jarrett, Will Ospreay, Chris Hero, Shane Douglas, and Matt Hardy on the list. So those are the guys that I'm going to be meeting at WrestleCon. Also, my buddy Ivan picked up a I'm not sure what it's called, a VIP, or it's a super ticket, I think is what it's called. And on this, we're going to be meeting a lot of 90s superstars. I'm most excited to meet Kurt Angle, Lex Luger, Raven, I think that's all. Oh, and Bob Holly. Bob Holly, when the WrestleCon list was coming out, was, for the longest time, was the one guy that I was most excited to meet more than anybody else. I'm looking forward to getting his book signed. I'll probably buy the book from him and see what we can do. That's one small tip that I've learned from WrestleCon, is that if you buy the book on your own from Amazon and then you bring it and ask them to sign it, they charge you the signing fee. But if you actually go to WrestleCon and you buy the book from them, in my experience was with more than a few wrestlers, they sell you the book and they sign it, and it doesn't count as the autograph. So you're just buying the book from them, and it just happens they signed it for you. That happened with Bobby Heenan, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and somebody else did it for me last year. So I was 3 for 3. And that's one little tip. So books that I'm looking forward to get signed at WrestleCon this year is Lex Luger, Bob Holly, and there's another person, Bill Apter. All have books out this year that I'm looking to be picking up, and hopefully they'll do the gimmick for me. But it might not work this year, so I'm not 100% sure. But also, after WrestleCon is when we have to move. It's kind of funny, but we have to move out of the Hyatt and we have to move to the Magnolia. We're going to be going to NXT. So somewhere between WrestleCon and moving to the new hotel is when we're going to meet up with Luke for the first time. He's going to be flying in on Friday. He is going to be staying with Ravi as a part of our WrestleMania travel package deal. Jim is going to be flying in when we're going to be at NXT, so I feel sorry for him. So as soon as we're done with NXT, we'll be going back to the hotel and meeting up with Jim, which might kill Kaiju for us, but I know that I really want to go, and I know that Justin wants to go, but I haven't seen Gem in a long time, so it could be a coin flip on what we do. But I know that Friday night will end with us watching something on the WWE Network and ordering about 15 large pizzas, like we've done in the past. So that's probably going to be one of the highlights of the week. It's once we're finally all together. That's Miguel, Ravi, Luke, Gemini, and me. So we're riding in a party of 5. And Justin, shit, sorry, buddy. Party of 6. So that's good stuff. Then we'll go to sleep on Friday. Saturday, we're going to wake up early. We're going to leave the hotel at 7 a.m. Leave hotel 7 a.m. That's firm. We're going to be doing a few different things around town, checking out a lot of world-class championship wrestling things. We're going to go to the former site of the Sportatorium. We're going to go to some other things that we might not want a whole bunch of people going to, so we'll just keep that quiet. Then we're going to be going to the WrestleCon. Once again, this is the day that I have the VIP deal, the super ticket with Ivan. I know that Miguel and Jem are going to be going to Evolve. I really wanted to go to Evolve, and somewhere in my mind, I had thought that Evolve was running at WrestleCon, and I thought that I'd be able to do both, but it looks like I'm going to miss out on this. But if you guys are free on Saturday, go to that Evolve show. It starts, I believe, at noon, and the main event is going to be Ricochet versus Ospreay, and that should be, honestly, one of the best matches that happens all weekend. If there's a way I can get out of WrestleCon in time and get over to Evolve and still be able to get in with a GA ticket, I think it'd be worth the GA ticket, even if I only see the main event. So, that is one thing to keep in mind. But WrestleCon, I might be there because I don't think some guys end up signing on the super ticket until afternoon. So, sucks to be me. After WrestleCon, we're going to be going back to the hotel and we'll be meeting up. Oh, Ravi, Luke, and Justin will be going to Access. And then after Access, we'll all meet up yet once again. We'll probably go out and get something nice to eat. And then we got to get over to WrestleCon. WrestleCon show starts at 8 o'clock, but we have GA tickets. And we don't want to be in the back like a whole bunch of losers. So we're going to probably get there as soon as we can. We'll be able to get into WrestleCon. It won't be hard to kill some time. Sometimes you got to get the things early to make sure you get good stuff. And we can, talk to the people that are around us, or we can, get more drinks there. Last year they had a pretty good drink menu at the WrestleCon Super Show in San Jose. But wake up on Sunday. I'm going to be going to Access. I have a VIP for Randy Orton. I feel like a boss because I actually have the ticket on my phone. I've only done that a few times, but it's really cool to be flipping through your phone and all of a sudden look at your VIP access ticket sitting on there. The bus leaves at 2 o'clock from the Magnolia Hotel. So I honestly didn't look that up, but I don't know what time access ends. But I think we have to be there at 8 in the morning. I think the session is from 8 until noon. So, at the worst, we leave access at noon. We get back, and then we get on the bus at 2 o'clock. Don't miss the bus. That's number one thing that's on our list. Monday is pretty wide open. We could do a lot of anything. I know that Jim leaves early Monday morning to go back home. I know that Luke had expressed interest in this. This might be the day that we have a chance to walk over. I don't know if you guys have been checking it out, but there's a show on Hulu. I believe it's called 11/22/66. I think that makes about as much sense, but it's got what's that guy's name? It's like a time traveler show where the guy goes back in time and he has to try and stop the Kennedy assassination. I watched the first episode last night. It was really good, and I really want to see where Kennedy was assassinated. I had a lot of teachers. I had Mrs. Strawn, and I had Mr. I can't remember his name. He actually wrote a book on the Kennedy assassination, but Mr. Steen. Two different teachers that were, really, really into the Kennedy assassination. So, as well as seeing a lot of movies and documentaries on it, I think I want to see where it went down, especially if I'm going to be staying less than a mile from where it went down. So, gonna walk over to there. We got Monday Night Raw, and of course, after Monday Night Raw is when you pack your bag and you dry some tears, knowing that you're probably not going to see some of these guys for an entire year. But it's going to be a fun-ass trip. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you guys are going. And if you are going, make sure you stop on by and say hello. We'll shake some hands. If you want to hang out, we got more than enough space for everybody. So I'll see you guys down the road.